Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we will be taking a first look at a upcoming game called Yes, Your Grace Snowfall. Yes, Your Grace Snowfall is the sequel to Yes, Your Grace, which was a sort of strategy, role-playing, choose-your-own-adventure type game. Yes, Your Grace had sort of pixel-type graphics where you were the leader of a kingdom dealing with a lot of challenges. There was some mythical magic-type stuff involved as well. And you had to sort of chart the course of your kingdom while also dealing with your fairly extravagant family and making sure that things stayed okay on the home front as well. There was intrigue, there was sort of rebellious children, there was dealing with bears and a crazy toddler, and there was also warfare. And so it was an interesting little game, very heavily narrative focused, but it was a game that I enjoyed quite a lot. And so we're going to be going ahead and taking a look at the sequel. This is a game that is currently, as of the 10th, in a closed beta. So the game is not finished yet. This is very much a work in progress. The full release will be coming out next year. I do want to thank the folks at Brave at Night for reaching out to me. I didn't even know about Snowfall, but they had sent me an email earlier, I guess yesterday if you're watching this on YouTube, and earlier today if you're watching this on Twitch, basically saying, hey, we know you played our previous game, would you like to take a look at this? And I was absolutely thrilled to take a look at this because I enjoyed the hell out of Yes, Your Grace. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in and start a new game.
Dear Eric, I write with unfortunate tidings. The negotiations with Baron Kavka have broken down. Even worse, the early cold has frozen our swamps. As I write this, Kavka's armies have driven us from our keep. We expect he will pursue us northwards until we can retreat behind your safe walls at Grevno. We should reach you in around 2 months' time. I look forward to seeing you, old friend, though I regret it's not in better times. Lord Jakob. P.S. What good fortune that you were repairing your wall when last I visited. I will be grateful for it when my armies and I arrive.
I can't remember what happened at the end of the last game. There was an attack on our kingdom, and I think we had been repairing the walls previous to that. I assume Baron Kavka was the one who attacked us, but I don't know. I don't know if there's any link between the two games. That wasn't clear to me on the Steam page. But also, definitely a quality improvement already. I mean, the fact that they have voice acting, I don't believe that was in the previous game at all. Still got the nice little pixel type style art, which actually I really adore in this game. It seems Lord Jacob is on his way much sooner than expected with an enemy in pursuit. Aurelia warned me that this wouldn't work. Your Grace, petitioners are starting to queue for you in the throne room. Better put the crown on then, and something to keep warm. So this is definitely the same character of ours. Apparently we get to walk around. I don't remember that being a thing, so that may be new. I'm gonna put on my shawl, that'll do. Should I be doing anything else in here? I'm assuming. Oh, I need my crown. I don't. Aha! Feels a little heavier every day. Okay, so it looks like we have 12 gold, 10 supplies, 0 out of 100 threat. Quest log. King of Darwin carries a lot on his shoulders, and it's not just about the crown that adds the weight. Okay. Aren't we in the throne room? Oh, no, I'm supposed to go to the throne room. Gotcha. Okay. What news from our friend Lord Jacob? It seems we'll have him with us much sooner than expected. So the negotiations were successful? Quite the opposite. Unfortunately, it's the worst case scenario. It has come to battle with Baron Kavka's army, and Jacob is on his way here to seek shelter behind our walls. Take heart, your grace. Gravno's outer wall is near completion. We promised Lord Jacob was a safe place to look after his son until it's over. Alright, so a big part of the previous game was like, you basically were on the throne, you wait for the petitioners come up, they ask you stuff or request stuff, you issue your judgment, and then you also have to manage resources and other things like that. So I guess we'll just let the first person come through. Could you please check on the kids when you have time? Timo's been here for weeks now. The baby's never stopped crying, and I'm tired. I'm guessing that's my wife? And I must remind you, Aurelia, Lord Jacob is one of my oldest friends. Refusing to help him was just not an option. Yes, but where was this friend when we dealt with the Radovinians? Actually, no, the Radovinians, I think, were the ones who attacked us at the end of the last one. Our war with Atina. Or maybe it was Atina. I don't remember. There was a war at the end of the last one. He said there was nothing we could do. We should have told him the same. I don't think you understand what I'm up against on my own. You're not on your own. You do have staff. Okay. The king, you do have staff. I'm here. I'm happy to help check on the kids. Okay. All right, what all these other... Oh my god, there's a lot of petitioners here just on the first frickin' day. The master builder wants to see about the construction work. More than ever, we're going to need the wall to hold up. It's best to see him in action. So we're getting a bunch of different quests. If we go down to the quest log here, you can see minor hiccups. Grevno Castle walls have been under construction for what seems like centuries. The repercussions of the recent war with Atenia can still be felt and seen. Okay, so it was with Atenia. Okay, and then you also have royal matters where we have to check on the kids to help the queen out. This is an optional quest. Presumably it'll make her happier with me, and also tend to the petitioners, which is what we are doing right now. Apparently I can explore the castle, so I could make the petitioners wait, I guess, while I go out and check the castle. It's only fair that you help us now. We need a new stable for our stock. Rebuilding our homes took everything we had. Our workers are exhausted and there's no supplies left. You now have the opportunity. Right your wrongs. Help us, your grace. The stable. So what do I do here? I guess if I just assign... What? Plus 10 weather... I don't know what I'm doing here. Sure, I'll assign a general to work on the stables, I'm guessing. I'm assuming that was me assigning a general to the task, but I'm not sure. Clearing out a forest for a new pasture. Me and my papa have been doing this for years now. Usually everything goes rather smoothly. One of the trees we cut down didn't land where we thought it would. Okay. Gotcha. So he wasn't paying attention when he cut down the tree. The tree fell on him. His leg got trampled under one of the branches. His leg is very smushed. Very nasty. We've tried everything to help, but I'm worried we won't see another day. What do you want from me again? This is the perfect task for a witch. She's very skilled at... Sure. Okay, go deal with it, witch. I'm assuming this is sort of tutorial stuff where my aide is telling me who we should assign to what. So happiness is going up because I'm helping the people. If you decline stuff, it breeds discontent. I know people don't usually care for cats, but I love mine. The farmer next to me started luring her inside and feeding her whatever garbage she wants. Thanks for the follow, military bolt. Okay. Winter's on its way, but it sounds like a luxury problem. I'm worried about her nutrition. So what am I supposed to do? Do you want food? So what am I supposed to do? You want food? 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 You want The fat cat food. What the heck is focus poultice? So I can use the focus poultice, the general, and the witch with their remaining action points. I'm assuming if you look here, we assign the focus poultice, it's a plus 20, so it brings it to here, which is still in the fail status of this bar here. Meanwhile, there's one action point of 3 left for the general, so we can assign that. That gets him to here, and there's one action point left for the witch, which gets it into the success category here. So I guess we do that. Okay. So our quest log, we've already seen to the petitioners. We've tended to those under royal matters. We can go check on the kids. That's an optional thing. And we can go speak to the master builder. That's a required thing. So if we go ahead and explore the castle, I'm not going to the wall right away. I guess we'll go to the council room. That's where the question mark is. I'm assuming that's where the kids are. Yeah. I haven't seen anything about my daughters. I do believe the older one kind of went off on her own adventuring, kind of like an Arya Stark scenario. Hi, Timo. And hello, my potato head. Silly pickle. Pumpkin. Do we have to come up with a nickname here? Silly pickle. What the fuck? We'll go with pumpkin. That seems pretty conventional. Not in front of our guest. Certainly pumpkin. Is this our daughter who was like chasing around the bear in the last game? We had a very young little child in the last game, and she like brought a bear into the castle. Timo's here. It's time. Should we hide? Too late for that. Just follow my lead. Are you settling in, Timo? Is Sadini taking care of you? I'm taking care of Sadini's papa. Thank you, Sadini's papa. Go on, Timo. You wanted to say something? No, you do it. Oh, fine. Your Grace, what a long day it has been. Oh, I'm very tired. Now, if you could... Cough, cough. If you could pass me this mug, Your Grace... I'm so thirsty. What? So they're trying to play little games. Okay. I think actually those are both my kids. Because remember, we had a child. Well, you could have a child. You could have an heir in the last game. Your Grace, you've been successfully avoiding me these past few weeks, but we need to make the chronicle. Do you want me to go through your past decisions now? It'll only take a moment. If you'd rather not, I can just fill in the gaps myself. Let's get on with it. Hopefully I can remember everything. Okay, let's see. So this is probably tie in with the last game. Louisa, your eldest daughter, was married off to Ivo, Prince of Italia, where she... You know, I didn't have a choice for that matter. Fair. Wait, so was she killed? In that case, tell me about Queen Aurelia. I didn't even see what it said. Queen Aurelia, did you ever go through with the ritual to help her conceive her male heir? Yes, I decided to go through with the ritual. We had a baby boy. We're blasting through this. Next. What about your middle daughter, Asilia? What happened to her when you found out about her secret love for a Radovian girl? I let her go with Maya. which is what I did. I know. I remember that point. That. Sweet Pea Princess Sardinia? Wait, weren't we just talking to her a second ago? She didn't. She survived the battle because the bear protected her. Her little pet bear that I didn't have the heart to send away. Okay. Did I do all the checking in that I told my wife I would do? I think. Looks like it. All right, let's go talk to our master builder about the walls that he's building. Finally, Your Grace. You sent for me? I'm proud to show you our progress. The wall is nearly complete. Okay. Do we have all the necessary resources? Everything is going well. There's some very, very minor hiccups with the limestone delivery, but I know it's just a guy who will make sure any potential bottlenecks are dealt with. You don't have to worry with me in charge, Your Grace. You are not making me very confident here. You sound uncertain, like you're just telling me what you know I want to hear. A few folks were protesting the workload, but it's not the whole crew. Some ale will motivate the... Yes, I'm sure making the work crew drunk will help them construct it effectively. We don't have a lot of time. No more setbacks or delays. Can we fire you and replace you with someone else? I already don't like you. You've got workers striking. You're trying to get the remaining ones drunk to build the wall faster. You've got an issue with the limestone, but you don't seem to know what your solution is? No bandits, no Atenia. It'll all end well, I'm sure. I'm sure. Your Grace, someone is awaiting your audience in the throne room. Okay. Can I, like, go talk to any of the workers or anything? Your Grace. No, I can't. You don't have anything to talk to me about? Okay. Maybe you could walk around in the previous game. I don't really recall. Okay. I might have to go back and play the original. I really enjoyed that game. Who's this? Come forth and speak to the king. Please do forgive me for coming in here so late in the day, but it is a serious matter, Your Grace. My name is Yanka. I trade in rare creatures. Goblins? Gifferons? Actually, yes, in a sense. How do I put this? The swans have stolen my lion. You have my attention. The swans breathe fire and the lion can fly. No, no, no. There's a real explanation, Your Grace. You know, the swans, right? The famous bandit gang? I was transporting a lion for our lord when the swans ambushed me on the road. Now my lion is gone. I'm not familiar with the swans. They're quite a nasty bunch. Polite, but nasty. I heard of them, but they aren't supposed to be plundering far west of here. Elegant bandits. They steal from you and then apologize right after. They're like Midwest nice bandits. They're like, oh, you know, forgive us, sorry, goodbye, sorry, thank you for everything. I did appreciate the gesture. It was a delivery job, Your Grace. I thought, who'd be daring enough to attack a cart bearing a starling lion? As it turns out, the swans are. Where do I come in? You're the professional lion wrangler, Yanka. How do you expect me to help? When the swans attacked my cart, the lion disappeared into the forest. All I ask is that you lend me some resources to my search. Or at the very least, you could keep an ear out for clues. Very valuable, Your Grace. But do you know how to care for him? If you feed the lion improperly, there's no getting your arm back. You need my help to care for the beast and to help him find a buyer. Of course, you'll get a cut of my profits if you help. Whoa. That doesn't sound good. Guards, to the walls. Yeah, okay, so I'm guessing that incompetent buffoon, either the builder is incompetent or he's deliberately sabotaging things. What the hell happened here? Magic. What else could it be? A bad spell for sure. Guards, clear out the rocks, search the rubble, help the wounded. Someone better tell me when we can get this damn wall back up. Well, so much for the wall being completed quickly, huh? The threat increases. Lord Jacob will return to Gravno in 10 weeks. With the collapse of the wall, the threat draws ever closer. One can only hope the situation doesn't get out of hand. Okay, so the threat level will increase every turn. If the threat reaches its maximum, you'll lose your kingdom. It's important to prevent the threat level from reaching its maximum before week 10. When the threat reaches the red line, it will trigger events that can have consequences for the kingdom. Okay. Collect taxes. The happier people are, the more they are willing to support the king. You can, of course, demand more from them at the cost of gaining discontent. Unused happiness will go toward your influence, so make sure you distribute it wisely. Well, there is no discontent, so I can't appease that. So I guess we collect taxes. All right, so this is kind of where the strategy element comes in. Right now, discontent is 0. Happiness is 55. It goes down as I increase taxes. Here you can pass various laws of Davern. Your kingdom will determine how many laws you can pass. Gift for an agent. Okay, so some of the stuff is work in progress. Queen Aurelia will spread a good word for the kingdom's prosperity. Each petitioner will display an indication of their issue before you speak with them. Okay. Well, I don't think I have points to spend on any of this anyway. So I can't do laws quite yet. In this tab, you can view your royal agents. They're an important point of keeping your populace happy. Hey, army vet, how you doing? Enlist new ones. Heal them if they're ever wounded. Make sure to pay their salaries. Refresh their agent points. I think I have 2. I've got the general and I've got the royal, or I've got the witch. General Stan and Witch Alina. Again, this is all in beta, so we don't, this is presumably more, it'll be more fleshed out. There's a marketplace so you can buy items which will keep your petitioners happy. So availability 1, we could buy 1 thing, I think. Oh, so we used this. We used the focus poultice on one of our petitioners earlier today. Okay. So I guess I can buy one thing of tools. Food, disaster, food, labor. I mean, I don't really know what the best is of each. I guess I'll do... Oh, I don't want to spend 15 gold. Let's do the sturdy boot. No, those are more expensive. Jesus. We'll do the knife. It's only 9 gold. Transaction panel, you can see an overview of this week's transactions. So plus 13 influence, plus 6 taxes. So I guess the crown piece goes down for the taxes, or that's the happiness, I guess. 13 influence with the 55 happiness we have left over. Or we get a little bit more taxes, collect a little bit more, and you can see how that influences influence. So all right, we'll have 15 gold. I don't want to ruin my happiness too much. Hopefully 10, 11 influence is enough. And we'll see what week 2 bears. Assuming I can proceed. Oh, I got to press and hold. You might want to pay some agents for the upcoming turbulent weeks. Oh, so do I have to actually pay the agents? Oh my God, they're expensive. That's more gold than I have. All right, we'll pay the general. So that gives me 3 more action points for him. So I've got to pay each of these people for the action points. So I can basically spend away all the happiness to get more gold. I don't really know how the influence affects things, though. Like, I don't know if you want to spend it down. We'll see. I'm going a little aggressive here. I spent it down to get both my agents paid. I've got 1 gold left, almost no happiness, plus 1 influence for that. Let's move forward to the next week and see what happens. Oh shit, I'm sorry to hear that, Army. Hopefully it turns up. Happiness will reset to 0 when you go to the next week. Okay. I guess that means there's no reason to stockpile happiness other than it helps your influence. So Kafka's armies are drawing near. Threats up to 22. Couldn't find my crown this morning. Here's my report to you on the collapse of the wall. Oh, my love, my dear sweet honey, your beauty is blinding as the sun is in the sky. That's the wrong page. Okay. 2 soldiers of concussions. The chief has broken his arm. The master builder is dead. And at least 10 men have been injured. Well, at least the master builder's dead. Served him right. We've already found a qualified replacement. That seems convenient. I bet he's the one who sabotaged the wall in the first place, huh? Hopefully there's no problems with the guy. And here come the people. Deal with them first or check the building site. Whichever you prefer, the people will always await the king. All right, what do we got here? We got to meet the new master builder. And that's our only active quest right now. There's a pigeon. Eric, my new trade route with Atenia is assured. I understand you were opposed to my plans and that you now have offered to shelter my enemy, but you're nonetheless invited to celebrate with me. After I kill your friend Jacob, of course. Perhaps a taste of my famous wine will soothe the sting, but I expect that's just trying to survive this winter will keep you busy enough. Once I deal with Jacob, I'll be stopping by. All the best. Baron Kavka of Praesus. Okay. So he's yeah, okay. They say when the snow falls, it falls fast. He's definitely brave behind a pen. Has quite the army. His wine trade has made him rich. And there's no way I can just leave Jacob outside the castle walls. Maybe the queen was right about me taking on too much. I had better seek her advice and see how the kids are holding up. All right, that's enough of that kingly duties. Sorry, folks, you're going to have to wait. I've got more important things to do.
Yes, father. Yes, your grace.
I bring news, Timo. We've received a letter from your father. I was hoping you would tell me. I really need to up my pranks somehow. Without a crown or even a real king? Don't worry, Timo. It's not lost, just misplaced. I bet he's looking forward to seeing you. Celia sounds like she's riding bisons and having the time of her life. Yep. She was quite the trickster. My father told me that one day I'll have to take up arms and defend the kingdom. Man, they just really want to do pranks all day, huh? These are letters to my daughter Acelia sent from her adventures abroad. Can I not read them? That'd be cool to be able to read them. Let's go to the bedroom first. I guess I should have gone the other direction, maybe.
Love.
You startled me. I'm sorry to wake you, darling, but we need to talk. There's something wrong with your face. Wait, where's your crown? I already asked Sedini. She got quite involved with these little pranks of hers. Yep. Luriza, she died, I know. Keep your voice down. I've just gotten them both to sleep at the same time, which almost never happens. There's been a letter from Baron Kavka. Lord Jacob's negotiation failed. He had to flee his keep. And the only way to retreat here, and the only way his retreat is to here. We received a threat with a wine-colored wax seal. Yes, it is the very, very worst case scenario. This is all because you overpromise, Eric. You never think ahead. Kafka is an ally of our enemy in Atenia. What's going on with our wall anyway? It could get bad for us. You need more of a plan than this. I was hoping to beseech your counsel like always. Why? So you can ignore it again? I never wanted us to be in this position to begin with. What if you prepared some ambush sites outside of Grevno? The way Jacob's forces can have the element of surprise. And I don't have any more people coming in here. What else do I want to discuss with her? How's Timo? Our wall has collapsed. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. Louisa the Second. We named her after our first. Aurelia the Second. Amelia of Davern. And constantly biting me. She's all fine. Now shoo. Doesn't she have like handmaidens or something or whatever they're called to take care of the... My little Edward. Not one, but two little potatoes. Okay. All right, nothing else to do here. I guess we just go check on the wall. It probably would have been good to have some extra money to help with the construction or to deal with these petitioners, but the wall is probably the most important thing. So let's deal with that first, then we'll go back to the petitioners. Hello there. Your Grace. You must be the new master builder. Ah. How kind of you to greet me crownless, Your Grace. A true king of the people. That's why we had the fire in our hearts to restore the lost progress in less than a week. Ta-da! See, no harm done. It's not often you come by someone who knows how to build, let alone do such work in a week. Yes, what a lucky coincidence, a happy occurrence of fate, clearly. I forgot my manners, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Julian, the new master builder, and I may say it is an honor to work at this lovely property. If it please your grace, I will gladly answer any questions you may have. I do have a few questions. What caused the accident last week? The answer is so absurd as to give offense. I need a minute to process the indignity of it all. You see, the culprit was termites. Too many louts eating and drinking at this construction site is what I say. Whatever happened to manners, to professionalism? How exactly do termites bring down a wall built of brick and limestone? Well, of course, the termites are only a small piece of the puzzle. A critical piece, I mean, but the scaffolding work, the crane, and even the palisade were shoddy from the beginning. A weak beam here, a loose nail there, and a feast for termites was laid. This is the kind of thing that comes from, forgive me, your grace, inattention to detail. But fear not, your wall is in the best of hands now, your grace. How's the crew treating you? There's been some dire unprofessionalism to date, your grace. It comes from low morale and overwork, but still, now it is my duty to inspire the workers to do their very best. I have some talent as a singer. You know, music sometimes helps all stay on task. Not too different from an army, in fact. How long till it's repaired? Could you propose a deadline, perhaps? If there's no wall within the next few weeks, there might be no one left to deliver your pay. I see. Well, this is surely enough time to strengthen the palisade, but you see, your grace, the real issue here is the limestone. Yeah, he did say something about it. We're low on mortar. Without limestone, there's only so much more we can do. I wonder what happened to the quarry deliveries. Everyone is so unreliable these days, but I do know a good site from a previous project. Reach out to the village in Brune, Your Grace. They may be able to supply us with more limestone. Okay. Anybody want to talk to me over here? No one? Alright. So, Grivno South Gate, West Gate, East Gate, Outskirts, Forest Road, Brun Quarry. We got a little map here. The Queen might be onto something with the idea to ambush Kavka's men. Further developments from Julian. Explore the outskirts of Brune. I think all these other items are done. Yeah. Back to the throne room. Let's deal with these petitioners now and see what they have to say. Beasts are haunting our land. And for what? Your amusement? Haven't we been through enough? They warned us. Who's they? Our village had a visit from a young lady and her brothers. Very polite, well-mannered people. They'd gone out of their way to come and warn us about the ravenous beasts roaming the land. Beasts from afar, they said. Loosed upon us at the whim of the king, they said. Polite and well-mannered, huh? Where have we heard that before? Beasts? What manner of beasts? When Henios spoke of a cow-sized cat in the forest, no one believed him. There's a group of mannerly outsiders who came to warn us that the tales are true. You unleashed monsters upon our villages and expect us to be happy with it? We won't be threatened by the big claws. The polite outsiders told us the truth. It is all your plan. You think I set beast free in the forest? Why would I do that? We believe our eyes and trust our own investigations. Have we been warned by the kind souls? Yes. Has Henio escaped a certain death from a cow-sized cat? Yes. Has the king ever warned us of the dangers? No. You release the monsters on your people so that you can later swoop in with your fancy agents and play the hero. I have nothing to do with this. The band gang is known as the Swans. They've been causing chaos in the area. They attacked an animal handler's cart and now spread these lies to you. I knew you would try to twist your way out of this. Blast your lies. Blast your evil games. We will see who has the final say. Okay. So discontent is up by 20. Apparently I didn't convince that guy. The Queen had an idea. When Lord Jacob arrives, Baron Kavka and his forces will be a month behind at most. But these are our lands. We know them best. We could lie in wait and then ambush them when they get close. We do have the element of surprise. Preparing some ambush sites in advance would be a wonderful idea. We could drive them toward the castle walls and greet them with boiling oil. Brilliant idea, Your Grace. To tell the truth, it was the Queen's idea. Ah, bless her. Even with her baby brain, oh my God, she has thought of something. Of course, I could easily have come up with the same plan. I will come back to you within a week and we can finalize an ambush. Let's make Kavka rue his words. Alright, next. You have the solution to all of my problems. A goat carnival. We gather goats, train them to do little tricks, and have a little circus ring. The children will love it and stop grieving the lost parents. The villagers will lighten up again. It's best for everybody. You what? A goat carnival? I don't understand the purpose of this. In theory, it raises morale, I guess, right? I'm going to decline that one. I don't really see the use in that. Step forwards. It's devastating, Your Grace. The weather is getting colder, and on top of everything else, our grapes begin to rot. A big part of our income from selling our famous wine. Some of us will surely starve if we can't find a solution. Which? No. General? No. Which and General? Confirm. So this is a success, this is a bonus, and a fail. So if I use 2 of my action points in my general, I get to a bonus. I guess we'll do that. We've only got 1 more petitioner to come. So rather than assigning resources, I just have to assign agents to deal with this. I'm guessing there will be some petitions that come forward where it's like, hey, we need supplies. Part of the sky fell down. I was minding my own business when a huge smoking hunk of rock crashed down into my field. Came out of nowhere. It's probably from the wall, right? So can I give them gold? Doesn't give me an option to. So I guess I'll spend what's left of my witch skills. I don't have enough to get us to a bonus. The knife can't be used in this case, so we'll just do the witch twice. I wonder if later in the game, if there's any element of chance also, that would be interesting. All right, so what are the other quest log items? Fed to the lions, they're not happy with me. Wait for their details. Wait for their developments. Explore the quarry outside Brunn. So how do I explore the quarry? Do I get an event maybe? Oh, I can explore with money. Or is that supplies? That's supplies. Luckily, the forest road was quiet, except for sighing pines and chirping birds. Among the trees, the agents found an abandoned cart. It had already been picked clean of anything useful, but the agents still managed to find a little something. Rewards. Happiness. Gold. Item. Okay. Hey, we got a strawberry pie. That's nice. And we got 4 gold. I don't know what this influence tracker down here means. It looks like there's little notches at the very bottom of the screen. Maybe as the influence goes up, it matters for something. I can also spend 4 more supplies to explore the Brunn Quarry. So we can decrease threat, gold, and happiness are the potential rewards. I don't know what this... I'm assuming I can buy more supplies later, so let's just do that. Get that out of the way. The royal agents found the quarry Julian promised outside of the Brunn village. We have limestone enough to supply Davern and beyond, said the local lord, pacing among the dusty carts and heaving with pale slabs of rock. Delivery to Grevno, it's our pleasure to serve the king. The delivery fee would be 200 gold pieces. Stunned by the steep price, the royal agents tried to negotiate and asked about other quarries. Ordered them damn tolls and wondered why the prices went up. Tell the king to... What? Okay. The agents overlooked the insult from the quarry masters for the quarry masters' well-being. Nonetheless, the information the Lord provided seemed to indicate that someone has set up illegal tolls in the name of the king. As the royal agents explained that the king has never imposed any tolls, the Lord was humbled and apologized for his behavior. He pointed the agents in the direction of 2 known tolls and suggested the new master builder might have information about the 3rd. Okay. So my assumption here, looks like we got a little bit more gold maybe. So now we got to, presumably the high bridge and the crossroads are toll locations, I'm assuming. Investigate the toll to crossroads, high bridge, find out about the 3rd location, inform Julian about the tolls. Clear out the tolls, that's optional. So I'm guessing sending troops to clear the tolls out would be an option. But we'll go to the wall here and talk to the builder about the possible location of the third toll. Someone blocked the roads leading to Grevno. The price increases, but not a whole missing delivery. Maybe something happened to Marcel. That's the lad who used to deliver our limestone. He liked to hang around the inn nearby. Maybe someone there has seen him. Okay. So we got the crossroads. The sleazy weasel. I have to spend supply every time I want to go do something like that. All right. I don't have any more supplies, so we'll go ahead and move forward to the next day. So we can actually collect supplies. Right now, it looks like happiness is at 100. It'll go down to 0 no matter what. It does influence our influence, so it's ideal for the influence to go up. But at the moment, I think the supplies are more important. So we're going to go ahead and collect supplies. Supplies actually don't take too much happiness. It looks like 4 for 3. So we'll get to 20 because I'll need to spend supplies on doing things next turn. And then we got to go ahead and collect a bunch of taxes so that we can actually have money to fund stuff. I actually really like the first one, Pinel. It is a little railroaded at the end, I'd agree, but generally speaking, I really enjoyed the first one. All right, so maybe I shouldn't spend all the... Oh, crap. Can I undo? Clear tab. Okay. Apparently you can keep taxing and it just causes the discontent to go up. I think discontent at 20 is low enough that it doesn't matter, but I probably shouldn't spend it way up. So I do want the happiness to go up a little bit. Or the influence to go up a little bit. So we go to transactions here. Influence goes up +2. Taxes 39 brings us to 45. We've got a knife and we've got a strawberry pie in our inventory. That's nice. We need to go ahead and pay our agents to get them back to full, which leaves me only 7 gold left. Apparently traits and knowledge. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hire more agents later on. It also doesn't look like I can do anything with these. I don't know if that's just the beta where you can't make changes to the laws quite yet. Tools feel like they would be useful. But I guess for now, I mean, do we want to buy anything else? Like the only thing we could really buy is this cape. That's 8. Or we could buy a map. But I think maybe keeping folks happy. Happiness is 11. I appease a little bit of discontent here. So discontent goes down. Maybe that's the better approach. Happiness down to 0. Discontent's at 16. Threats at 17. So threat will go up by 10. So we'll still have a little bit of a buffer. All right. So let's move to the next day. Week 3, Kafka's enemies are drawing closer. -10. The days seem to drag, but the weeks seem to fly. It rather bothers me not to know how that crown got lost, but it's only a symbol after all. It's not like I don't have more concrete matters to be concerned with. Am I supposed to be like looking for the crown? You've prepared an ambush plan. Let me know when you have a moment, dear Grace. Okay. About the ambushes. As the enemy is followed by our ally Lord Jacob toward the castle, we want to be in position behind the enemy. How do we do that if they're coming towards us? We need to let Kafka's men go past us and attack from behind. Now, I've researched the 3 most ideal locations from which we can ambush Baron Kafka's forces. These sites in the forest, 1 placed in the river, and 1 hidden in plain sight. Hiding in plain sight? Question mark? There used to be a village nearby our castle, the Straw Village. During last year's war, Atania left us nothing there but a field of despair. The road leading from Jacob's to keep to our castle passes directly through it. It's not the most pleasant sight, but nothing special to an outsider either. The place looks and feels like it's been plundered to the last straw. The village is haunted, filled with old rags and bones. Kafka's men might not be from here, but I'm sure even they won't think to look through the rubble. When the enemy passes through, we follow. Okay. Okay, so the men don't want to stay there. It's the closest to the walls. What about the forest? Attack when the enemy rides through, pushing them toward our walls. On one hand, we could set up a forest site with minimal preparation. The army has experienced camping among those trees. The problem is this is probably our easiest option. The camp will be very easy to set up, but basically waiting for us. Problem is it's furthest from the castle, meaning we have a long way to drive the enemy. The woods are also challenging from a visibility standpoint. Total chaos seems just as likely as success, to be frank. Still, time is short and supplies are few, so choosing this site would be better than nothing. What are the other options? What about the river? If our army lies in wait on the riverbank, we'll be able to surprise the enemy and control their direction. Across the bridge, we cut them off with our forces and push them closer to our walls. Okay. Gather the resources and point me on the map where you'd like to place the campsite. Furs, wood, linen. Okay. So I'm assuming that's on the region map here. Yeah, these are the ambush sites. Hill ambush. How do I gather resources, though? Do I just explore? Straw Village did not survive the recent year's trials. Since the war with Atania, it's been a ghost town, the closest to our castle. Out of 3 proposed locations, it would be perfect for an ambush, but it'll cost the most. So you got to spend, like, strawberry food would be, okay, so it's very expensive. Got it. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for this episode of Yes, Your Grace Snowfall, a closed beta, which just started today. There's a link in the description if you're interested in applying for it. I don't know if it's still open, but the link is there Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll pick this up next time. We've been going for almost an hour. So until next time, this is the Historical Gamer once again saying thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I'm out.